Okay, let's assemble the Kossel Plus Anycubic. English assembly manuals available. Some portions are complicated, but this is very user-friendly assembly manual, I think. Contains assemble as well as how to use softwares. That's a killer. Now let's start from linear leg to the bottom frame. Screws are packed, easy to find. Let's cut out the plastic bag. It's a little bit oily. Alright, this is a linear rail. It moves smoothly, but a little bit oily. Now we put hex screw with T-nuts. Like this. Then we can fix the slide rail to the side frame. Then now you fix all the slide rail to the side frames. The wrench is not good quality. I recommend you use your own wrench. You'll find extra bolts and nuts. As you can see, bolts, always one extra bolts and nuts are packed. Now let's put side frame to the bottom frame. We need to remove the film. After putting all side frames, now fix with screws. Well, the hex wrench is too bad, low quality. Now finish putting the side frame to the bottom frame. Then next activity is putting the limit switch. Now let's fix limit switch one by one. The surface need to be checked with assembly manual. After you put all three limit switch, you need to do wiring from top to the bottom. Like this, you'll get the wires. You'll find hole at the bottom frame, and you need to put through the hole. Otherwise, the wire get damaged when you put the bottom frame to the ground. After wiring, you need to put with the connector. After you prepare all three wires, let's put the bottom frame down this way. Then next item is upper frame. You put the upper frame like this to the top of the 3 frame. After you put into the side frame, it's a little bit hard to put. Anyway, then you can fix with screws. Then now you will finish making the delta frames. Next one is the printer head. You need to be careful not to make damage to the board. You will fix the carbon shaft to the linear rail. At this time, printer head is free, easy to get damage to the board, so again, you need to be careful for that. Next one is the belt. It's a little bit confusing how to fix to the rail. In my case, I fix that one side of the belt from the bottom, and then from the bottom I put the belt at the gear of the stepping motor. Then put to the arc and again fix the belt at the top. After fixing the belt, you need to put the tension spring. The spring was too hard. I use my pinch. Next one is the display. After you decide the location, you will fix display. Next one is filament holder. You will put the holder at the location where the manual says. Next, you will put the extruder motor, which is made by stepping motor as well. You need to check the height to put the proper location. Then you will put the nylon guide. Then power box. First, you put power box holder. You will change the voltage switch to your country. Final step is wiring. This manual is a little bit confusing. Colors are not always correct. Maybe the wiring is different per production lot, maybe. First, you will put the old wire to check if the wire can reach to the board. First, you do better to put the power cable because it is very hard. It is short to put into the board without removing the board. I tried sometime, but I finally decided to disassemble the board. It is originally assembled from the factory, but you'd better to disassemble the board once in order not to make damage to the board. You'll find 2 screws and remove the board once to make it free for connecting the hard power cable easily. That was most difficult item. After that, just be careful to the location and you can connect each wire easily. But again, this power cable is the most difficult item for this assembling. You see, I am facing difficulty to put the power cable to the board. Since the board is at the bottom, it is you'd better to put smartphone light or something. Since this is the most difficult phase without cutting the movie, I will show you how it finally works, completely removing the board to put the power cable like this. I recommend you to remove the board. Finally done. Well, what's next? Next one is the heat bed. And then printer nozzle, which use electricity a lot, so you will find a bigger cable. This is heater cable. Manual says black and red, but actually 2 wires are both in red. Next one is a fan cable. this is limit switch, and then leveling module. Finally, end switch. There are 3 end switch cables X, Y, Z. The manual clearly says which is X and Y and Z. However, the contrast is not good to identify which one is which. Anyway, carefully check and put X, Y, Z to each couplers. Next one is stepping motors. It also has XYZ difference. We need to connect properly. Alright, next one is extruder motors cable. Finally, put heat bed. So we need to be careful for the long cable not to get damaged. I'm worrying about the cables and boards are under the heat bed, which will be 9 to 100 degree, but maybe it's okay. Finally, fix the heat bed. As I said before, the hex wrench come with the package is not good quality, so it's better to use your own hex wrench in order not to make a damage to the boards. Finally, put the sheet to the heat bed. I don't like this kind of things. Anyway, try again. Well, it seems okay. Well done. Alright, now part 1. This is first time. It seems boot up goes fine without issue. Our leveling module is put like this. Now we will set up the heat bed leveling. Turn right, turn left, and change menu. Push and turn left side, and goes down to the bottom menu. Move to auto leveling, and then measure Z position. Yeah, measure Z position, and then like this, all leveling starts. That automatically measures 64 positions. Sometimes even leveling is not well, but after major 6 with 4 position, printing goes well. So this is very important process, but it is very easy. Alright, well done. This is the all assembly process, and